Yes, so I should be live now. I am just testing and making sure that everything is working. I really hope it is working. I really do hope this is working. It should be working. I had so many problems with my live last time, so it really should be live now, but I don't think I can see it in here on my oh, I'm live. Oh, perfect. Sounds good. Hello from sunny Florida, and hello Irene and Liz. Let me do like this. Hi. It's nice that it is working. I'm really happy about that, because last time it was lacking like big time, and I had so many problems with getting anything to work. So I hope the video is perfect. Hi Peter, that's my husband. He's actually at work right now, so that's really nice that you wanted to just take the moment and make sure everything is working right for me. So thank you for that, honey. We are going to continue where we left last time. Sadly, last time I had to end in the middle of it because everything was lacking, and I was having a big issue afterwards to get it to work again. So it should be working today. So please let me know if it's lacking or something. Then I really want to know, so I can maybe try to do something about it. So last time, not this one. So last time we made this little cabin here, or table thingy, and we made the little shelf that is gonna go on the wall with things in there, and I painted this little thing here that is gonna go onto the floor, and I see I didn't paint it that well on the sides, so that's not so good, but I think it will be perfect anyway. So today we are going to put these things into the house, but I was looking here in this little, let's see, in this little booklet here, that I missed a picture that is gonna go on the back wall here, right here. So let's start with getting that little picture in place, so we have that at least. No lack, thank you, honey. And I'll see you later. So I have the little picture here. It's A1345. Then I have my scissor right here. So I'm starting with cutting this one out. So I'm just gonna pop that into the little house here right away. We have a lot to do on this little house. There is so many details in there, and furnitures, and things that we need to glue together and paint and stuff into the little house before we can even attempt to do the roof. And then when we have done the roof, we are going to make the outdoors, because we have this outdoors, let me see, where did I put it? Right here. We have this big lawn that everything will go on to, and there will be a lot of plants and so on that one. So there's a lot to do with this little craft here. So I actually think the word little is maybe a little off, because there's nothing little about it. I'm going to use my paper glue, so this is just a normal and pretty cheap paper glue. Getting that all over this little piece here, and then I'm just taking a look here at my picture, and it is gonna be placed right here at the top on the wall. So it's a little poster of I don't know how many cats here. So I'm just gonna glue that on there. Oh yeah, sunny Florida. Here it has actually been sunny the last week or so, and they're talking about even more sun for a little longer. So that is really nice. But one day I really would love to visit Florida. Maybe. Okay, and I found this little thing here because, oops, that went well. Because I see that the next part we do here in the room is the little window seal. That's this one. And they want us to glue that right on here. So I am going to do that. And I'm going to use my tacky glue. And this is really my favorite glue. This is the Turbo Tacky Glue, and it is having the lid so you stand it on top of the lid. This way you always have your glue ready, even though that there might not be that much glue left. So it is always ready when you need it. So I'm just gonna pop this little window seal in here. I think that's the right word for it, otherwise you will have to tell me. Let me know if I'm wrong. And then I was thinking of, because then they want me to make this little platform, the little platform right here. I think it's hard to see, the little platform. But I think I am actually gonna go back to the first page in this little book and start from an end where we make these small chairs and the little table for the little patio right here. So I'm thinking of doing that. But first I wanted to glue this little cabin into place, so I'm just taking a quick look in the guide. Let's see if I can show you right here. It needs to go into the corner, and then we have that piece next to it. So this will go right here, and this one will go right here, and then it's okay that I didn't paint it that well. And then this one will be filled with some small details and then go up here. So I will wait with that one. But I am going to take the little cabinet and this piece for the flooring and glue that in place. Did I actually turn that the wrong way around? I think I did. Oh no! I will have to paint that again, I think. Let's first put on some glue here on the little cabinet. And then I am gonna pop that in the corner where it needs to go. We're gonna leave that right there. And then last time I did paint this one in a hurry, and I see I should have turned it this way around. So I actually painted wrong. Let me show you a bit better here. So you can see if I am turning it this way around, then it ends like a tiny bit before the cabinet. I know it's hard to see, but if I turn it the other way around here, like that, then it is fitting perfectly into that corner. So I will have to paint this over, and I'm gonna do that right away. And I'm actually thinking of doing around the same color. So I need my mixer here, my puppet. Let me go back so you can see me again. So I'm gonna use my puppet for that. I really love using these puppets for paint. Because you can, I have a thing flying around here. Because you can pop the paint out when it has dried. So it's pretty easy to work with. So I really like that. Let me see if I can get a little of this brown out here. Yes, not too much. So this is my model color from Vallejo acrylic paint, and this one is a pale brown that I am going to mix up with my white paint to get this light brown color again. Almost the same color as last time, so I'm just gonna go in and paint these edges first. Like that. I think that's good. And then I want to find something to place it on so that I don't get paint everywhere. And then I'm just gonna paint the top side here of this little piece so that we can get it back in place, or just glue it in where it needs to go. Making sure everything is covered here, and I can see I need to go with 2 layers of this color, but I am going to use it for something else, so I think it's okay, because I want to do the table and the chair, and the table is this dark brown color. Let me find the pieces that we need. So that's a table, and that's a leg, and this is a leg piece, and that is a leg piece. So we need the blue pieces here as well. So I'm going to take everything else and pop back into my little bag with all these small pieces. There are really a lot of teeny tiny pieces for this little set here. So I'm just gonna pop that back into my bag so I know where they are. So we need 2 legs for each chair, a bottom piece and a back piece, like that. But I want to paint this piece here the same color as that one. I like the legs in black, so we will keep that, and then we will see if we're going to paint the chairs in some other color at one point. But for now I think I'm gonna leave them. I'm just taking care of this little tabletop here for the little round table. And I might have to paint this twice as well. And we all know when I'm painting, I have paint all over before I'm done. And I'm already getting there. So let me just give this one more time, really quick. So that it will be a nice uniform color for the little house here. There we go. So tell me, what are you guys working on for the time? Oh, that would be nice to know. I am going next weekend to Reda in Germany, where there is a big dollhouse miniature sale going on, and I'm going there with 2 friends of mine, so that's gonna be nice. So I have been concentrating a lot about what to bring and what not to bring, so that has been taking some time. So I'm going to take these legs here, and I am popping on some glue, and you want this part here to be in front of the chair, so I'm just gonna pop that on there, and then the other one. And I'm gonna do this on both of these small chairs and then place them to the side. And I'm trying to make it straight. I think that looks pretty good, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, come on. I think that's good. Then I'm gonna pop that to the side without knocking everything over. And taking the other one. Sounds fun. Not working on any minutes currently. Working on a quilt. My first that each block has a house. Ooh, interesting. Very nice. I have tried to make quilts before, and I think I've said that before. I am really finding it difficult, and I really think that people that can do that are doing an awesome job. So keep quilting if you can do it, because it looks so great. I wish I could do it, but nope. There we go. Back on with this little leg here. And again, trying to make sure they are straight and sitting right. And then I'm just gonna slide that to the side. And I am going to take and give this little tabletop another coat of this light brown color, so that it will be one color when we are all done here. I like this lighter brown better than that dark gloomy brown, because this is a house of a lot of cats and stuff like that, so I really need it to be light and fluffy. I crochet pot holders. Oh, that's a nice idea. Trying to learn crochet so I can do blankets for my dollhouse, getting a lot of help and guidance with my quilt. Ooh, that's nice. Getting help is always good. Yeah, I have been doing a lot of crochet, but my hands won't do it anymore. That's kind of weird, because I can knit with my small 1mm pens or knitting needles, but the crochet it's just killing my hands right now. So I actually gave up crocheting, but I had a lot of fun doing that, and I know how to, but sometimes your body don't want to do what you want to. But I'm happy that you're getting help with the quilt. I think my problem with quilting is like you have to sew it all once on a piece of paper, and then you sew everything together, and then you take out the paper afterwards, if that's the hand sewn quilts. And my head is like, I just did sew that together or stitch that up, and now I have to take it out again, and it's like, nah, it's like a double work for me. I don't know why, but I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. So, oh well. I don't think I mixed enough paint here, so I might have to mix a lot more, or a tiny bit more at least. But now I am gonna paint this one, making sure everything is nice and equal in this color here on this little floor piece. That was a lot of noise. Yeah, I need to mix a tiny bit more. Let me see. White. And then my pale brown. That is not that one. That's this one. And then just a drop of this, then I should be around the same color again. Come on. There we go. The colors, yes. All the wonderful colors. My issue is the measuring. If you are off, the whole quilt is off. Oh yes, I could imagine. That is something you need to make sure is working. Okay, let's see if this one is ready to be turned over. Not quite. It's still a little wet, but I can do the edge here a little better. And I actually did make the exact same color. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that, because I want to paint it on the back side as well. So I will leave it there for a tiny bit longer. I have some water here on the side for my paintbrush, so I'm just gonna clean that for a second. There we go. Just making sure it's not all greasing all over. So I'm gonna leave this for a few minutes more. We have so many things here. Then they want us to make these chairs here, and for that we need some special pieces, and I found them kind of scattered all over these things here, because some of them I have right here in the, I'm gonna show you, give me a second. I'm just gonna cut it out first. I have that on this thicker piece of cardstock. I have that right here. We need those. That is these parts, and that is the size for that one, and the bottom part for the stool, I think, or maybe the top. No, that's the bottom part of the stool. And then we need on the other piece of paper, this one, I need these two pieces. For the fabric. There we go. Okay, let me cut these out first, because we definitely need these. So these are the bottom part of the stools. And they mark where you place the legs for them, so I think they're pretty good to have. And I'm just trying to cut them out nicely. I'm not the best at these round cuttings, but I'm trying. And the other one, because we need two for the outside chairs. Okay, so I need to know if I am going to paint the other chairs, the teal ones here, or if the teal color here is good enough for the purple pink theme we have going. So let me know what you think, if I am going to paint them in some color, and if I'm going to paint them, then what color should I paint them in? Because I don't think there is much in this house that has that color. I'm just looking on the photos here. Nope, it's only those chairs that have that teal color. Everything else is kind of pinkish or purple. Now sorry about that, now where I made it purple, there is this little chair seat there. I'm not sure what color that is in this packaging, but we can do it with other fabric if we want to. So I'm not sure about this teal color when there's nothing more in this little house that is teal. And I don't think they should have the same colors as the chair. So let me know what you think. I should do with these. So I have those. Hi Emma. M, not Emma. M. What is M actually standing for? Is that Emma? Am I right with that one? Nice to see you anyway. So I have this felt here, and I'm supposed to take these pieces here, and I think I'm supposed to glue them on and cut them out. That's the feeling I get from this, and I'm just taking a look. Overlap together. Okay, I'm starting with just gluing one of these down and then the other one, and then we can leave that for a second or two for the glue to dry. So many small pieces. Oh, you can't see that. I glued them onto the fabric here, or the felt. It's more felt than fabric. Let's see how this is going. Fine. So let's paint that on the back side as well, just so it is looking neat when we're all done. And that will have to get 2 colors as well, or 2 coats of, 2 coats of paints, so that I'm sure we don't see that dark brown, because I really don't like that dark brown color. Just gonna place that there. So that is the 2 small parts for the chairs. Then we have this one, and then I was trying to figure out what it is saying here, because it says to put that onto the felt and cut it out, and then I don't get what that is. Overlay together. So F608, that's this one. F609. Oh, there's a smaller one. Oh, wait a second. Is there 2 of them? What did I cut out? 06. That's not this one. And it's not on this one. No, it's Michelle. Oh! M initial, but not putting an M on, so M. Oh! Haha, I like that. I think that's it. That's the one I needed. So what did I cut out? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so I cut these 2 pieces out. 1302, that's this one. And then I placed that on the felt. It does not look like I should have done that, but I should have used the F06 for that. That's these. And then the F069, this is a little confusing, but I'm just gonna cut these 09s here out, or at least one of them. Oops, almost got that in the paint. I don't want that in the paint. Okay, let me pop that to the side. So I just cut one of these out so I can cut 2 felt pieces from this. And again, cutting circles is really not good. I hate cutting circles. Good, so I have that one. Then I have these 2 here. Going to cut those out. And this is the seat for those high stools that is gonna go here on the front porch, if I'm not wrong, that we are doing here. Actually, we are working on 3 things at one time. 4 things at one time. We're working on the little tabletop for the patio and the chairs for the patio. So tabletop, chairs, and that piece is gonna go in front of the little cabin we have there. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 of these out of this felt here as well. Let me put that to the side. And then I'm just gonna try to cut this one out and place that on top of the other piece of felt. Come on, there we go. Put that felt in the garbage and cutting out the next one. Me too. I can't cut circles. Yes, it's so difficult. And then it's getting wonky and it looks weird, but I think with this piece of felt here it doesn't really matter, but I really wish they would make squares instead. That would be easier. Okay, so I got 2 of these pieces and 2 of these pieces. Then I'm gonna take my tacky glue and pop some glue on that one and place that on top. And then I hope that is the right way to do it. If not, oh well, that's how I'm gonna do it now. There we go, lid on. Now we need the we need the pink. What does that sign mean? I don't really understand that one. But we need the pink fabric for the top of the chairs. So I am going to take this pink fabric. There was several pieces of pink fabric, and I'm not sure what is going on where, but I'm taking this one because I like that one. And then I am going to cut this into a circle first, because that's the piece we need now. So I'm not concentrating about these small gibbers there need to go out. I'm just gonna place this one on my fabric and then try cutting that out. And again, it doesn't really matter, I think, about the circle here, because it's just supposed to go down into or underneath the seat. So I am just gonna cut around, making my little circle here. Pop that into the garbage. And then I am gonna try to cut these small triangular shapes here into my fabric and the piece of paper at the same time, making it a tiny bit easier for myself. And yeah, I know we need 2 of these. Trying not to cut longer into the middle than it tells me to, so that it has the middle point that we need. And the last one here. And then I have the first piece of fabric. Let me cut out one more piece here. Put that to the side. And cut this little piece out as well. And these small. Okay, let me cut the circle first. I think that's easier. All the way around we go. And then I'm going to cut these small triangular shapes here. we go. 3 more. Come on. Thank you. Almost done. And the last one. Yay! And then we don't need this piece of paper anymore. So I can put that into the garbage. Clean up a tiny bit here. Let me see. I think that is ready for one more time. So we can get these pieces here done and put together. I hope that's enough. I think this one turned out pretty neat. So I am going to wash my paintbrush right now. Again, I have my water here next to me. That was easier because my table is not that big. So I have things lying next to me, and I had some soda somewhere. It's right here. Cheers. Okay, let's see how these small chairs here are going. I think they are perfect. Let's put on the backrest. Actually, I was looking at the picture because it looks like they are leaning, oops, let me turn that right. It looks like they're leaning a tiny bit backwards, but I don't seem to find an edge. It's like they're still straight up and down, so they're not kind of leaning, but maybe I can do that with my glue. So I'm just popping on my glue, and then I am placing that backrest here on my chair. No, I cannot do that. I need to make it, oh, maybe if I place it up next to the house here. Let me try that again. Oh, that is not going well here. One more time. Placing it up the house wall, maybe. I can get it to lean a little to the backwards there. I think that actually works. Oh, this glue is like dripping all over right now. I don't know why. So I have a lot of glue there. Placing this little chair here next to it and trying to do the same, so that it kind of leans a little backward. I kind of like that better than just straight up and down. Let's place the lid back again. Okay, so these pieces, we were working on this little chair piece here. Let me floof this a little more to the side. And now they just want us to place that and glue it down. So place like this, and then glue these pieces up and over. I am thinking I want a toothpick for that. Let me see if I can reach one right here. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. That's so nice of you guys. Toothpick. I'm just gonna pop on a tiny bit of glue here on my paper. Let's see if I can do this. So placing this one again on there, and then taking a tiny bit of the glue and popping that on one of these pieces, and then fluff that around and glue it onto the paper. Hold that for a second. Thank you for the hearts. You're so cute, everyone. That's so nice of you. I'm just gonna try to do it on the opposite side as well, so that I have it glued down at least. in both sides for now. Turn that around and over, and they are so small. Come on. There we go. I think I got it. Keep it for a second or two. Oh, all the hearts. That's so nice of you guys. Okay, let me put this one on here. We need 2 of these, so I will have to make 2 of these, even though I don't feel like making these things here. I hate pull string things. It's like it's never working for me like I want it to. But I hope they at least will turn out cute. Come on, glue. It's like this fabric is not thick enough, but I'm pretty sure I did what they told me to. But so it should be able to go around. The good thing about this is that I don't get a lot of bulk of fabric on the bottom here, but it's like you can see it's like almost not catching on. I'm gonna pop in some more glue here and then try one more time. Come on, up and around. And it's hard to show with my big fingers in there. Even more hard. That's so nice. See if it works. Yes, I think it works. Please stay. Then I'm gonna take this one because that is in the middle. Pop my glue on and then bend it around. And I'm jumping ahead here because we need some legs and stuff for this little table. No, not table, chairs. Let that glue for a second. We need these 2 rings, and we need a lot of legs. 1, 2, 3, 4 legs for these chairs. I like this black color for these chairs. That is really neat. But again, I'm asking you again, these teal colors chair, do we paint them? Because I'm not sure they will match really nicely with the pink and the purple we have in the house. So I was wondering, what color do I paint these in? Because I'm pretty sure I will have to paint them because I don't really like that teal color to everything else in this little build here. But I don't know what color to go with. So if you have an idea, please let me know. Please let me know. Glue, glue, glue. I feel like I'm sitting here and watching glue dry. Need a little more glue. Then I can take the next of these small flaps here and fold over the fabric. I think these are gonna be good. No, stay. Bum, 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 bum. Next one. That was a lot of glue. Not necessary. Come on. Stay. How is this going? Are they? Yes, they are working. I like that. They have the chair or the backs going a little backwards. I like that. If you don't like that color, what about a pale yellow? Yeah, I think that would be better. Definitely better than the teal color. It's not that I don't like that teal color. It's more like it's not working with the color scheme of the house. But I think a pale yellow would actually be good together with the purple and the pink. Definitely better than that teal color. Otherwise it should be a normal blue color. Light blue instead of teal. That could be good as well. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Just sitting here and waiting for my glue to dry, so that's pretty neat. Oops, that was too early. Trying to make this little seat here. Perfect. A little more glue over here. Pop that around. I actually think I should give this little tabletop here one more coat of the color or the paint, because it's like still a little see-through, and I don't like that. So I'm just gonna do that while I'm waiting for my glue to dry. And then the tabletop should be ready. I actually see a little of the dark brown here as well. So I am just gonna, oh well, I have paint enough, so I'm just gonna give this piece here another layer. Then it just takes a little longer to dry, but it's all fine. At least this paint is normally drying pretty quick, so I think it's perfect. So stay put. Ah! Now I have glue everywhere as well. There we go. That took a few coats for that to be opaque, but I think that's it now. And then this one is gonna go on top of this little pink piece. Oh yes, this is gonna be good. I think that's gonna be great for the small chairs. I can give you a little close up in a second. Oops. Stay put. Then I'm gonna go like this, and then I can show you that's the seat of the little chairs for the cafe. I actually think that looks pretty neat. Let's go back. So that's gonna be good. Popping on some more glue on this piece here. So now you know how to make some small upholstering for some round chairs, and it is not that fun. Let me see if I can. I have this corner right there I don't want to see. I'm just stuffing that fabric in the corner down, and then this one should be actually flat. I have a piece here that is not, that doesn't want to stay where it needs to, so I'm just gonna give that a second more glue, or a tiny bit more. And then we need this little piece here on top, or at the bottom of the chair, so I'm just gonna pop some glue all over this little piece of paper and place that on the bottom here of this little chair thingy, trying to make it go on top of all the pink here. I think I should have pushed that a tiny bit more through, but maybe it will work. And this one is still not gluing down for me. Oh, my nails is scratchy. Taking the other black circle here and just carefully squeezing the fabric from the bottom side and up or the fabric and the what do you call that, felt. Just squeezing it into this little ring here, and I need a tiny bit more glue. There we go. Taking this other black piece of paper and then popping glue all over that one and placing that on top, or actually at the bottom of this little chair. Just squeezing it together. I actually think that worked pretty good on this one, so that one is ready for the legs. Yes. Oh, I need some more pieces for the legs. Let me find that. Good that I did look for that. All these small black one here, these small ones here, we need those. Come on out. One more. Oops, wrong. I need one more. There we go. For them. And then I am just taking a quick look. They want us to glue them on one of these first. So the small two pieces here, gluing them on there before we continue. So let me do that. Taking a tiny bit of glue, dabbing that on there. Just enough that I can place it right here, and I got more than enough of my glue, so I'm just placing the other one in the extra glue here, making sure I have them on straight. There we go. And I'm gonna do that on the other one as well, and I have glue all over. So a tiny bit of glue on the stick and then place it onto the leg piece here. And the same with the last one. I think that's enough. More than enough. There we go. Making sure that dry before we place the legs onto the little chairs here. They are actually turning out really nice. I like them. I like them. And this was the legs for the round table. Oh no, please don't get stuck. Please. Just a tiny bit. I think it will work. Perfect. And then this piece as well, and I'm just gonna move this up here because we don't need that anymore. So I am going to take my glue, ta-da, and I am just gonna pop a tiny bit of glue on this piece here and along this side, just to make sure everything will stick together. And then move the small chairs. Oh, I need to do that one over. Place this one in place here in the little house. There we go. That is in place. That actually, on the camera it's kind of fade into the floor, but it is actually a little darker and a little bit different than the floor color. I know it can be difficult to see here. I have something there on the wall, but I actually think that looks neat. I like the color of that. So that part is done. That's great. And then I got this little backrest here to sit a little crooked, so I'm just saving that one, making sure the other one is great. It is. So they're good. And that was for the table. The tabletop here, I have a little, oh well, I'm gonna use the nice side for the top side, and then I'm just gonna take a quick look. They want me to place it on like that, and then these two like this. I don't know if you can see that. The camera, is that better than normal or is that worse? I hanged it a little higher up this time than last time, so you have a little more of a view of the table that I'm working on. So I want to know if you like this or you want me to be closer to what I am doing for you to enjoy this most. So please let me know what you like and you don't like. I'm just gonna place that right there. Taking this little thing here, placing a tiny bit of glue in both ends. And trying to make sure I get this little squared up angle. And the other one just the same. Glue on both ends and then trying to make this little squared up angle so that it ends into a crisscross here on the middle, and then that should be the leg. It should be standing like this, and it works. Yay! Perfect. So the little table here is done. Now I just need these to be glued in place, and I'm just gonna take this one for a second. So that, we did that, and then we're gonna place it and then the leg. Okay. I think the view is fine unless like you did earlier and zoomed in a bit when needed to show the details. Yes, I think that is actually nice. So I was thinking, do you want me in the corner like you have on this one? Or is it better here like that because you can see everything without me in the corner? It would be right here over everything. I actually think it's better like that. Anyway, so the seats here, I'm supposed to glue that on here. I don't know if you can see there's a marking for these here to sit right there, and then you want the other one to go on there and then onto these two gibbers. I'm not sure I can do that perfectly, but we will see. Let's get some more glue here. I think I will leave the camera like this then, because I think it's easier for me to work with. Also, you don't have the camera in my face, and I think that might be a little plus as well, so that might be the way to do it for the future. Okay, this is gonna be difficult to do because it's not a flat stool. Let me see if I can do it like that. So I'm just gonna quickly take a little more glue and dab that on this top and on these two pieces here, and then I'm gonna try to place that where it needs to go, and then onto that part here, and that is really difficult. Let me do it like this instead. Come on. Like that maybe? It's a bit wonky. I'm just gonna do it like this, and then everything slides around on the top here. I think that works. Oh, that was difficult. Okay, more glue. So I'm gonna do it different this time. I'm gonna pop it on here first. Let me try to move this a tiny bit. And then I am going to put these two together like that, maybe. And then glue here at the top. I think that was too much glue. A little more there. And come on. Then this little thing on top. It looks right. So there we have the two small stools. Let me go back here, see if I can flip it without ruining it. So that's the chair or stools. I actually think they turned out really, really cute. Let me just take this little booklet here, and I have a mark for where to look, and of course it's not working for me. We just do this one. So they are the small stools we just did. Stop it. They are standing out here on the front of the little sales window, I think it is. I actually think it's cute. And there we have this little sign in yellow, and I have this little cat head up here in a pale yellow. So maybe the chairs are going to be pretty good in the pale yellow, because I can see the roof here is also, I have that right here, that is also a pale yellow. So I think that the pale yellow is for a win for the chairs here. I just need the glue for these chairs here to be all set before I start painting them. One of these legs is a bit crooked, so I'm just gonna try to place that right. Let's see if this one is better. It is. So we have the two chairs right there. And I have that little sign thingy. Okay, let me put this to the side a tiny bit. I actually think we did a lot. Are you ready for more, or do you want me to stop for today? Then please tell me. There's a lot of painting going on today. I think that's the pieces we need for that sign. Good suggestion, this. Yes! Put that to the side. So that's a sign. We need that piece. We need the sign itself. I have that somewhere over here. It's right here. Right there. That's a sign. But we don't need that right now. And then I have these pieces to hold the sign up, and the cat is gonna go on top of the sign. So maybe glue that together, the sign itself, and then we can paint the chairs and the sign together. That was my husband, just came home from work. So if I glue the sign together, we could paint the sign and the chairs at one time, and then I don't need to figure out the colors way too many times for painting that pale yellow. Do we all agree that this little orangey sign here is gonna be pale yellow as well? I really don't like this orange color. I never was really into orange. And then this one on top right here, trying to make it straight. Yes, I think that's it. Yeah, I like that. And then the kitty cat going on top of that sign as well. Right on top, see if I can do that. Haha, I got it. Just making sure everything is nicely glued together here. Without too much excess. Oh, the cat is like shifting up here. We want it to sit right. There we go. So let's just place that to the side. Leave that. Leave it. So let me take the little house here and the portiere or the porch. So this little table here is supposed to go on there. Let me go closer. So this little cute table here with this fun leg part is going to, oh, I have a cat here, going in or on the porch right here. And then these chairs, when we get them painted, are going to go on each side of the table. And you can see that color is no good. That green teal color is not working with these chairs here. And then we have this little place here where these small chairs here are gonna go and stand right there. There's not much room for anyone to get up here and sit down without the stools here knocked over. The little sign, where do they want the little sign? Let me see what they think. Why can't I find it right here? They want that on the side here. So here. Then you can't even get there. That's pretty stupid. Oh well, I think they just pop in as much details and stuff like that you can. I really don't like that orange color together with everything else. So that definitely need to be painted, and these as well. I was thinking about gluing down the stools and the chairs, no, the table, so that I'm pretty sure it will stay where I place it. I hate when things get away from me and that's wrong, and disappears. So actually here they are making this pot with plants in there first before they glue anything in place. They did glue the chairs in place pretty early, it looks like. Yes. Oh, they want us to make some plants for that place as well. We did that. Then we need to find that piece for this window. E. That's this packaging here. So this piece, no, I do not like that color. And then these window shutters, 1, 2, 3. Do we need 4 of those or only 3? I don't see any more than 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. So I'm just gonna put that back away. I'm not gonna paint them pale yellow, but I could make a really pale brownish color for those. Let me just put this to the side. We can always glue that in place. So I am really thinking a lighter brown color here. than that one, so maybe just pop in some white in that and see what color that will be, and if I'm gonna use that. I don't think it changed much. Oops. Oh well, I'm just gonna use it as it is then, because I do not like this brown color. So I am just gonna paint this one in this eye. It has a little tint of brown, not much, but a little. So I'm just gonna give this one, so we don't see this orangey browny color here. I think that will be better for this window, because the other window is also white. This piece here is also white, so why this weird brown color, I don't know. Put that a tiny bit to the side again. And I'm afraid this one also needs a few coats of paint. So I'm sorry, there is a lot of painting today. We did that last time as well. But sometimes these done kits just need a little color. Instead of what they come with. And also I like to give these sets here my own twist, so they're not just like any other sets, because there's a lot of these sets out there and that's perfect, but I like to make it in a way that I know that this one is made by me and you guys. And if you don't do this set with me, I can tell you I actually have a lot of fun with this one. Also because there is so many parts in it, and for the price that I gave for it, and I don't really remember how much I paid for it now, but I think it wasn't more expensive than many of the other kits that I have made. So I actually think that it is worth the money, because there's for a lot of days in this kit here and a lot of hours of making and creating, and that's what I like about these sets, that you have something to do for a long time. And if you're just on your own while doing this, then popping on a Netflix or a HBO or another video and relax and enjoy the crafting that there is in these sets. So I think it is worth the money. That was a long way to say that. So I'm just painting one end of these pieces for now, and then I will go back and paint the other end, and then we will see how many coats these needs to be nice colored. I don't mind it is not bright white, because there's actually not much bright white on this set, so it's perfect if it's just a little more brownish white. Yes. So much painting. Cheers. Let's see how this one is doing. It's still a little wet in the other end. But now I am going for it so I can get these pieces done. I'm looking forward to make the cat cafe. Yes, you should. I really do have a lot of fun. But there is a lot of details in this booklet, as normally that is a bit confusing. But I still think it's worth the money. The only thing I think about this kit here, where I'm like, that's a little sad, is that there's only 2 cats with. There's only 2 small, let me see if I can find those. There's only 2 small cat figurines with this set here. There it is. Here is one of them. That is a lion cat. I'm not sure you can see that one. Let me take it out. And they're pretty small, but I think they're cute. But I might have to find some more cats or make some. There's this one lying. Let me do like this. So there's this little lion cat here. It's pretty cute and very detailed. I really like it. And then there is this little more what do you call that? It's more shiny cat, where this is a little more matte and nice looking, real looking. But then there's this little then there's this little shiny kitty here that is supposed to go onto the table that we are painting right now. And I think it's pretty cute, but I really wanted more cats. They could have one standing up and one walking around. There's so many possibilities of cats they could put in here, and they put 2 in there. It's a cat house or a cat cafe, and there's 2 cats. I think that is I think personally that is not enough cats. I wish they had put more in there. But I will have to look when I get to Reda for more cats to see if I can find something. That is the miniature show that is in 1 to 12, like normal, but this one is smaller, so I will have to look for small kitties. I could be lucky and find something good down there, but I will have to wait and see when I go there, and I will show you when I get back if I found something that we can use for the cats, or some cats we can use for the house. Otherwise I will have to look in a toy store or something if I can find some small cat figurines, because I don't think 2 cats is enough for this little house cafe thingy. Anyway, painting these window thingies one more time. And yes, I know it's not that interesting to watch, but it needs to be done. So there we go, one more. Come on, let go. I don't like the way I got that paint on there. and I have a spot here. I think I got a little too much on my brush when I started on this one. This piece here, and we need to do it all over one more time, I'm afraid. So if you want me to stay and do it on camera, I can do so, but I could also say goodbye for today, and then I will see you that will be in 2 months from now, because I don't have the time next month. Sorry about that. So I will have to skip that, but then I will be back after that, straight back. My husband has a vacation in that week where I'm supposed to go live next time, so I decide to keep him company, and we are going to have some fun together in our summer holiday house, and we are actually going on a mini cruise together as well, so that's gonna be nice too. So that's why I am not able to be on here next month. Sorry about that, but you will get your regular video anyway. Even though that I'm not home, I have something special for you anyway, so don't you worry. It will still be a nice Wednesday or week. So much to paint here. I think I'm gonna leave this for a second because it's too sticky for me to continue right now, so I'm gonna wait for a second. I'm just cleaning my brush a tiny bit here. Not too much, I need it in a second. Let me see what the next step is here. Bum bum bum. So we did that. Let me do it like this. So we did the little table and the chairs that we are going to paint at one time. We did these chairs here, and we put together the little sign without the sign in it, but we put it together, and we're going to paint the sign and the 2 chairs. I might do that before next time that I'm going live. We made the little cabinet here, so we need the 2 chairs for the corner. Let's see if I can show you here without knocking everything over. For this corner here, the 2 small cat tables are going to go into that corner. So I could find the stuff for the little cat tables and put that together. It's a bee part. So let me find my bag with the bee on. That was not bee. That was a C. The E. Bum bum. G. Am I missing a back here? Oh, no. B. And I did say B, right? H. F. Okay. And I have J right here as well. That's J. Let me go back here. You can't see me. Sorry about that. So F, H, B, G, E. Ah, there it is. It was hiding and everything here. Let me take those out. I actually think Oh, let me just be careful about these. I actually think this color would work to get ta 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 ta. I think this color would work perfectly together with the flooring here, and it also fits up there. So maybe just leave it as is. Let's see. So they are cut in an angle in one end. Are they all the same length? Yes. My glue is in the corner of this piece of paper. So I'm just gonna carefully turn this around. Let go. Okay. So are they angled in both ends? Yes, they are. And they say to put them into the middle, and 3 of them. Oh, that is going to be difficult. So they are placed like a triangular little stool. That is going to be interesting. So I'm just going to place some glue on that one. Place some glue on that one and place it on there. And then the same with this one. And they're falling over. And then a tiny bit of glue on the last one and placing that. And they are falling over. Oh, that is gonna be difficult. No, you're gonna go like that. You're gonna go like that. And you are gonna go like that. Come on. Stay. I don't understand why this one don't want to stay in place, because the other two are staying. No, I was too early about that. Let's try that again. Come on. So I'm supposed to sit here and hold that for an hour or two, maybe not that long, but that's annoying. Come on, please stay. Maybe I can. No, I cannot. Trying to keep it up. So I need to do that on this one as well. I'm gonna glue these two in place. Why? Because I want to. So I'm just gonna pop some glue on here. And then place them. They're like standing really nicely on the picture. But I'm like thinking of doing stuff different. Okay, now I'm just placing it nicely. And the other one here. Moving into the house. Placing that as well. So the small chairs, stools, they are stools, they are now in place. Let me try to glue these legs here on to this little table thingy. And then this one on there, is that right? No, I think it's gonna be turned that way, and this is turned that way. Ups. Like that, come on. And then this one again. There we go. Oh no, this one is like falling down again. And then this one knocked over. Okay, this is not that easy to do, just saying. I'm gonna pop that over here where it can stand up against something so that it will stay in place. I think the first one here is like finally glued together. Oh, I just need these two legs here to stay. Come on. Can I? No, I cannot. Like that, and then I'm using everything now just to keep the legs here in place. There, I think they're resting nicely there. I'm not sure these are gonna be standing great, but they will be standing. Okay, back to the table here, or the window seal, the sails thingy, making that in this whitish color here. A lot of painting. I think this one, when it dries, will be ready. Then we need these to have one more coat. They're still a little wet from the paint. But I think they are starting to look pretty neat. So we actually have done a lot of things today. But it is a slow project. And that is the good thing about these kits, if you ask me, because we do them to have something to fill out the time in our daily day, and fill it out with something we like to do. And these small things here are really kind of fun to do, and I like figuring out what I want to do and how I want to do it, and if I want to place things a little different and stuff like that. So I personally really enjoy making these kits. Also because then I don't have to think about what to do next. Peter, can you please close the door? Because you're noisy. Slow but steady wins the race. Yes, true. But I really like the color of this table. That turned out really nice. Going to sit here. I actually think the glue is done here. That is gonna be so cute. Standing right here. And that is for the little patio inside. Now I'm actually just sitting here and waiting for paint to dry. and that is a little tedious. Got a tiny bit of a blob right there. But I really want it to be painted with this color because I will not be able to make that color one more time. And then I do think this is more than enough of this color because it is opaque now. So that's neat. And the last piece here. And I think that is all that we need to color with this white one. Because it doesn't matter if it is a little sticky when we glue it on. That really doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna place that on the table here. I got a little fussy thing on the corner. Let me just wash my pencil, my paintbrush. That's my paintbrush. Just making sure it is so clean that I don't ruin it by not cleaning it totally up here. Okay, let me turn this little house around. Move these a little. And this one out of the side. To the side. Out. And I got a little paint here. Let me just clean that up in a second. Just making sure I don't have it where I don't want it to go when we are continuing. There we go. Good. So I have my booklet here. Let's see how they did this. So they put the seal in there, and then these are windows in there, and they place them so first the window seal, and then two of these in one side and then one on the other side, and they are actually leaning onto the window seal. So let me take this one. Does it say how much? No, it's just right on the edge right there. So I'm just gonna take my glue, pop on some glue here on this edge. Can you see that? No, almost. So I did put the glue right here, oops, right here on the edge. Let me save all these things first. Then I take this little thing, making sure I have the nice side up, and placing that into the glue. Just keeping that in place for a little, making sure it is going to stay where I want it. I cannot do that. Oops, so I'm just gonna hold that for a second or two. While it is gluing, so that we can get this little window done before I end for today. That would be nice. Then I can paint the chairs and the little sign in a pale yellow before next time, so that would be neat. So then you don't have to sit and see that. I understand what you mean about taking your time and really putting your personal touch in it to make it how you want it. Yes, I'm making an iPad sleeve, and I watched so many tutorials on doing my thing. An iPad sleeve. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes you need to look on tutorials online to see what you like and what you don't like, and to get the ideas for how to do it and for how to do it your own. Because sometimes it can be kind of difficult to figure out what do I do to make this my own. What can I do? Because if you get a kit like this and you've never done it before, you might go think, I need to do it like it stands in the book. I need to use the things as they are. Maybe you don't even think that you can paint the things before you put it together. Or I'll send you photos and FB when I'm done. Yes, please do that. I would love to see. Do that. I think the idea with the carpet, oh, that's right. The last time we did not get that to show right. But this little patio here has comes with a piece of paper with some very tie-dye weird colors on top of it. And I was like, I do not like that. What do I put on there? And I was remembering this flock paper I have. So this is really soft and nice. And I used that flock paper for the flooring here. And it really looks like a fine, thin carpet. But you need to get the idea for that. And sometimes I think people are just sticking to what they get. And it's like, I have to do it like it is. But you can do it just like you want to. And I think YouTube is really a big help to show people that when you get a kit like this, you don't have to use that piece of paper for the patio. You don't have to use the color this one is coming with. And you can color and change everything up if you want to. You don't even need to put in these small tables here if you don't like them. And that's a good thing about these kits, and the good thing about YouTube, that you get the ideas for what you can do. So there is a lot of good things about YouTube, if you ask me. So this one is gonna go onto the window here, onto, I missed the space with the white. Let me turn this upside down so you don't see it. Glue. I might have to correct that. So I'm just gonna glue here on this side and on the bottom corner here. Sorry, I'm off camera. And then I'm gonna stick that in here where I want it. Just like that. And then I take the other one, and this one is kind of supposed to be sticking to the end of that one. We just glued on there, so it's like a double window that is kind of pushed to the side. So I am gonna glue this corner as well. Come on. Gluing on the corner, and then a tiny bit of the bottom here. And then I'm gonna place that so that it is connected with the first one we put on there. And that it ends up in the window on the shelf here. So it's like kind of pushed back. I'm gonna show you from another angle in a second. And I'm gonna pop some glue on the corner of this one. And I'm gonna place that in this end here. Let me see if I can get it to work where I want it. Whoops. Does not want to go in there in the corner. I think I got it now. I want to open it up a little more like that. Ooh, that was a hard one. Let me see if I can turn this one around so you can see it. So you can see this window is going like out and then in. And then the other one is just sitting right here. I actually think that looks pretty neat. And I do like the colors of that. It matches really nicely with everything else. So that one. And then these cat tables are going to be standing in here at one point. Not now, but when we get ready, because I want the seats in there first. Then here on the patio outside we have the table and these beautiful chairs just in a wrong color for this set here. And then the little sign is gonna stand right here in the doorway, so no one can go and sit on the chairs here. But we actually did a lot today. We got the furnitures popped in. I actually have this little one that's going on top right here. So that's gonna sit right there. So we actually did get a lot. Let me put that down there. So we did get a lot done today. We placed the little cabinet here. If I knock everything over, but we placed a little cabinet right here. This little thing where you can walk on. We made the little chairs here. That was kind of easy. We just glued the legs on, but they were kind of falling apart, but it's working now. Then we made the chairs and the little table for the patio, and we made the high chairs for this piece here. Let me take these off so you can see these high chairs here. Whoops. The window, we placed the window seal here, and we made this little one. And again, I'm going to paint these in a light yellow when before next video, so they're ready before next time. So that was everything we got done today. That was actually quite a lot in a little less than 2 hours. So I think that was pretty good. And I am going to stop here for today. And I will see you on Wednesday in a new video. And then not next month. I'm not gonna go live next month because I don't have the time for it. My husband is on vacation, so we are going to enjoy each other for a few weeks. But I will come, let's see, that must be July, the third Friday in July. I will be back live again. Hope to see you next time. Have fun and take care. You too, and thank you to everyone that joined today. I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm so happy my video is working this time, because that was a mess last time. Anyway, enough talking. Thank you for today. I wish you all a great weekend, and I will see you Wednesday again. So enjoy your weekend, and thank you for watching.